Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Friday Eve. Happy Thursday to you. We're going to be getting sunshine today. It has been a lovely morning so far. I'm telling you right now, that humidity dipping back, it has been feeling really good, but it's going to come back eventually. It's just not here right now. It's been a very lovely start to your Thursday. Time for your First Alert forecast updates. I am WIS First Alert meteorologist Tony Chiavaroli, and here we go. We're getting started to the tail end of this week now. And as we have seen more of the weather wheels turning the past 2 days, it's been all about the heat cranking up. Today, at least we get a little bit of a step back with that, but just as soon as this is happening, now we're going to be getting some rain chances back on the uptick. Not today, but into tomorrow. And that's where I want to bring you here as we start you out with a tropical outlook. And yes, this seems a little bit more menacing just by the way of the graphic. You're thinking, okay, it seems like it's getting a little heavy, it's starting to spin, but with any cyclonic formation, anything that could actually be more impactful, especially for us here further inland, it's just doesn't have enough time. It straight up does not have enough time to come together, as more of this is going to be pushing inland over the course of the next 24 to 36 hours. And as that happens, it's going to be bringing us, yes, some rain production, some storms tomorrow, but not much in the way of anything too crazy. It's going to be scattered about. We don't even really have much in the way of severe outlooks. It really comes down to a matter of time because the ocean water is warm. You're seeing conditions getting more favorable down into the Atlantic as you get through July and August. But it's just not going to be having that potential to form into a tropical storm. Still going to bring some tropical moisture to the coast and to us here. It's just going to be, again, in the way of just more scattered showers, a few storms mixed in at times. And that still will, for tomorrow, prompt me to have the red rectangle in there. Not just the regular one of caution. They take away the check mark. Could easily put a big X there in terms of outdoor lawn and garden care. Because Mother Nature should have most covered tomorrow in the way of what we're going to see from rain before we were to see that broken up a bit getting into your first half of the weekend, where more sun is actually going to try and find its way through again. And then today, straight up, it's just going to be a very dry day. More of that heat still in place, just not as much of it as we've been getting the past few because of that step back in humidity. And that's going to be a big point I want to reference here, because as we've gone on more in the way of those muggy feels, everything has been going strong with all of these conditions where it's just been feeling so melty outside, and you go outside and you have instant sweat in a few minutes almost. Now for this morning it has been very pleasant, and even areas such as not even Lexington but out towards Batesburg, Leesville, so a little bit further, Saluda, Newberry, we saw some upper 60s to start out the morning. It was very comfy and cool out that way, based off of everything we've been holding on to. As we go through this future radar and future cast, we have been seeing this into our afternoons. Still a good amount of dryness. That's going to be something that finds us again today. We are lacking the potential for storm and rain production, but getting overnight, we're going to start to see that low I showed you to start out this forecast, okay? That's going to be making its push towards the coast of the Carolinas, easily areas like Myrtle Beach. You can even go up to like Wilmington in North Carolina. A few inches of rain, I wouldn't be surprised as we head into the weekend. But for us, it's just going to be more about disorganization as these things try to make their way into more central portions of our state. It's going to be more broken up, but it's still going to be there. High temperatures getting hot enough. We got lower 90s coming on Friday, taking a little bit of a step back there. But with this influx now of moisture coming off of the Atlantic, this area of low pressure, we will easily be seeing some scattered rain and storms at times. And for those that wanted to get out and about on your Friday or do some outdoor cooking, maybe get on the grill, things could be a little bit tougher. You have to make sure you are staying weather aware in that sense. You don't want to be out there stuck and get caught in a thunderstorm. So please be careful as we get later into your Friday. Overnight things calm down, but we can still see churning through that area of low pressure. A few showers trying to linger into Saturday. And with just enough of that moisture hanging around, we could still see a few spotty storms work to pop into Saturday afternoon. So that's going to be still another point of reference to keep eyes on the sky as we get through this span of time. For today, maybe you have some time to try your hand in the kitchen, some baking, or maybe go support one of your favorite local spots. We got National Blueberry Muffin Day. We got mainly dry conditions. It is partly cloudy today. Still going to be getting hot, mid-90s. Yes, I get it. We're saying it's going to be cooler today, and it's still going to be in the mid-90s. Obviously, still very hot. But with that lack of humidity, it really makes a nice change, and it gets us well away from the potential for a heat advisory. So, gotta love that for today. Then as we get to Friday, we see things cooling off a little bit more in the way of some storm potential. So it's still going to be very warm and muggy by the time these storms are going on, but at least, we could pick up the pace with some rain. And we've been doing stories on how dry it's been. We've been talking to local farmers in the region, and they need the rain. It has been more of a limited drought phase for some, but it has been getting a little bit more aggressive depending on where you look around the region. So hopeful some of that rain will pan out on Friday. Sorry to those who wanted to try and get in some outdoor plans and maybe it gets cut short because you get some heavy downpours or a storm, but we really do need to see some of that rain. And going into the weekend, we've got a positive for you. If you want a bit more sunshine, we see a fraction of those rain chances as we work to see temperatures rising up again. So thank you and appreciate you as always. This has been your First Alert Forecast updates on this live stream. You could always take a check on our website as well, wistv.com. Got plenty of information for you there, updated so much throughout the day. So always trying to keep you aware of not just the forecast, but of course what is happening here in our area and nationally as well. And you know what, if you want to find more out of that on this live stream, you could always take a check and make sure you click on the link, anything that's sent out through our app, to find what's new this morning, giving you some news updates here from WIS, and that's going to be, as always, right around 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. Make it a great rest of your Thursday. I will have another First Alert Forecast update coming for your Friday morning.